like when I gave that Rosella. And it's put in this.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is your host Riti, and today I am again in Pondicherry, which I visited earlier, but this time I am very happy and very excited at the same time because I am gonna meet a special person, Mr. Mekenze. So here I am here to meet Mr. Mekenze, and he has contributed his entire life to Mother Nature. So finally, let's introduce this special person to all of you, Mekenze. He is an organic farmer, musician, TED speaker, and many more further to his cap. So stay tuned with me, don't skip this video because it's a life-changing experience. So here I am going to try one papaya smoothie. How much it cost? So it is 160, right?
Yes.
So it's 160 rupees the papaya smoothie. It's very fresh juice, and this is very different. You know what is this? This is a guava leaf juice. Guava leaf, not guava fruit. Okay, so it's totally different. Let me taste it. It is hot beverage, and it's little salty, and yeah, the aroma is so good. So it's very good for your health because it's a vitamin C. So let me have.
Hello. With you. Where have you come from? France. Bonjour. So, welcome to Solitude Farm. My name is Krishna. I've been living in Auroville for nearly 30 years now, and today we have a blog going on. We'll manage in many different scenarios. So you start to see, well, if we could get this, if we could shift from this industrialized agriculture to local foods, like for example, take the government midday meal scheme. The government has a beautiful project it's been doing, I think, since the 80s, providing a free lunch for the kids of the lower sort of economic rung, if those foods could be, if those meals could be composed with drumstick spinach and a bunch of the other kiddies, ponangani, and maybe the rasam with the tuduvale, and use the moratakan in the dosa. All of these are traditional foods, if you don't know Tamil, that are very common. Like, are you Tamilian? No. You're Tamilian? So if we say moratakan, no, you see the smile will come. Ama konjam pirumai irukno. There'll be a little pride because that's the culture. So it's like if you go in France and you talk about, I know, camembert and the soup des orties, this is our culture. So every place has like a relationship to various foods. So to get that food on a midday meal scheme would have huge implications. So as we go around the farm, I'd like you to keep that in the back of your mind. Just imagine what change there could be economically, nutritionally, and especially socially. Because, you know, you have one opinion and I have another opinion. You have a belief, I have another belief. You know, you like rock and roll, I like Carnatic music. You eat meat, I'm vegan, I'm very pure. You know, so we have all these different differences, but you put drumstick spinach between us, we both agree this is good. The local food becomes the lowest common denominator in a society. It's the one thing that we all agree on. Yes, we live here, this grows here, and this is good for us to eat. Let's eat this food. So that narrative is what we're trying to bring about here in this farm. We'll go for a walk. We're very lucky with the weather today. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so the story starts with the soil. If you look at this soil in here, you start to see these leaves all decomposing in here, and you start to see you get a very rich and healthy soil coming about. Now this soil is alive. There are millions of microorganisms and little animals, insects, earthworms, fungi, mycelium, bacteria. The life in the soil is directly proportionate to the fertility of the soil. You could say life equals fertility. La vie, c'est égal à la fertilité. Banana flower, that if you ate those with all the chemicals they grow, you probably die really quickly because they just have a lot of water. They'll absorb all of those chemicals. But when you eat them like in a natural thing, that banana stem is the best thing for kidney stones. I have a lot of people come and take banana stem for us for kidney stones. That banana flower, very good for intestine. And all of these things are tasty because the taste equates to medicinal value. It's a strange thing. That dopamine bean we have, 4 to 7% dopamine, makes a coffee with it. Really nice taste. And that is the medicinal value. And you see that with everything here. Nanari, if you have that nanari juice in the cafe, the blue flower nanari, so nice, like vanilla. Again, it's the medicinal value. Nanari is good for reverse diabetes and blood purification. Come, we'll go a little bit this way. Okay, this is reverse diabetes plant. So you're like the most insignificant thing that grows with zero effort. If it could be implemented, the repercussions, or even on economic level, are massive. Imagine you're in charge of government and you don't have a bill for diabetes. What does that mean? Not only that bill, it means you have a workforce who is healthy and well. And because they're healthy and well, all of this is functioning better, and that communication is better, and all those problems, you know, is the repercussion of such an act of love to use this. You know, a nandri. What a
Gratitude.
It's very significant, and it's the same with the palm fruit and so many other things. Please come up. Please come. Yeah, it's written about in the Sangam period of poetry. They compare it to Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. Pipli Sukku Milaguno, you have this, the Trinity.
Yeah.
And it's very good for respiratory problems, but also for detox, cancer, many problems. You can use the leaves as well. And again, you plant it just by breaking off a stem and putting it on the ground, putting it in the ground. Now, the very interesting thing about this, and again it reflects another value of local foods, is that it grows in the shade here. I mean, not all local foods grow in the shade, but there are many of these weeds and plants will manage in very diverse, you know, micro sort of climate. So in this shade here, you wouldn't be able to grow anything else. Maybe turmeric you could grow. All sorts of values are there. You can have the plant, the bean when it's immature as well. And treatment for the treatment of cancer and chemotherapy. And you know, those sort of claims are a little hard to swallow sometimes. You know, people make claims left, right and center. But we have one lady, she's from the Pondicherry, and she has stage 4 advanced breast cancer, and she's been taking that for about 8-9 months now. She takes 21 leaves reduced into from 400 ml water reduced to 200 ml, and she drinks that every day. I mean, I don't know why it's 21 or not 22 or not 20. Maybe it's a magic number, no, multiples of 7 or something. But still, she takes that, and again, in my opinion, the good thing about it tastes nice. If this didn't taste nice, like some of those Tibetan medicines are very hard, you know they're good for you, but they're very hard to get down you. But this tastes good. So if you're using that as a juice regularly, we sell it in a cafe. We make this one with tulsi. The hibiscus we make with lemongrass. The sangapu we make with nanari. You know, so this is very nice juice to drink. And you're like, okay, maybe you again, food is a medicine. Maybe this becomes like, you know, preventative as well. And the fruit, she says, stops breaks the tumor. But the leaves stop the spread of the cancer. And she's not the only person we've met who's cured. There's a couple of other people we've met. I think in Tamil it's called auroville, and which is I don't actually know how to use it, and that's why I like to show you this, because it's like, again, it illustrates. If I could show you how to use it and feed it to you, then I can say it's my culture. This is not yet mine, you know, until we know how to really value these plants. So I think there's a process to make powder and wash and powder.
Children can be given.
Yeah.
And very sick people also, to get back
their health. Yeah, it's supposed to be very powerful plant. But again, as I just wanted to illustrate, you have to know to use it. So that's this road back to nature is ongoing, you know, for me equally. There's so many things to learn to use, and varieties of plants, and then seeds to save, and nurseries to make, and seed banks, and make powders, make, you know, food processing, education. There's a lot of aspects to this work, and yeah, it just keeps growing.
ladies.
Clever and everything, but it's not. Anyone can get involved in this wherever they are. Start to relate, you know, reach out to the people of your bioregion, especially the senior people, because they know more than the young people. They'll have all the nice words and everything, but they don't know anything. That's the reality. I've watched this cultural genocide. I mean, genocide is a big word, but there's a loss. It's an erosion of cultural knowledge. I've watched it happen in 30 years. When I first came here, everyone knew everything, and you see the children of those people I worked with in the beginning, they don't know anything anymore. They might know C++, but they don't know how to save this seed, or how to make this this dish or that dish. So, you know, it's a very humble work. I own and value them in the cafe through food processing, cooking, nursery, seeds, whatever, in whichever way, and then making education with that, and celebration. Like every Saturday there's jazz, there's music, live music. If any of your musicians, you're welcome to play. And you know, trying to bring people together, trying to create community. Without community, you don't have anything. This isn't something you do locked up in your little ivory tower on your own. This is something that you do because of each other's existence. And that's Solitude Farm. Yeah. So thank you for coming. And yeah, if you want to be in touch with us and find out more what we're doing, we have a workshop happening this 1st, 2nd, 3rd July, intensive weekend workshop, and we have weekday mini workshops. You can find all of that out at the reception at the cafe. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.